bitches! So welcome to Previewed, where friends don't let friends watch Star Wars alone.
I'm Adam.
And I'm Jay.
And today we're going to review a riff. Not the end, we're going to rate the movie. This is the first time we're ever seeing Star Wars!
It's our first watch of Star Wars.
Our first time watching Star Wars.
After having watched Rogue One.
After we watched
Andor.
After we watched Obi-Wan Kenobi.
After we watched... This is our first watch.
After watching most of Rebels. After playing the first two Jedi Survivor games.
But, hey, for SEO purposes, it's our first time watching it!
It's our first time watching Star Wars!
Because we're gaming the system!
Granted
what?
I haven't seen this movie.
Baby!
I haven't actually seen this movie in a long time.
No, I haven't either.
Because why? Because we know it by heart, and we're watching everything around it. But this truly, we haven't seen it in so long, and now we just finished Rogue One a couple days ago.
Yeah. After
basically immediately watching it after Andor.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, well, maybe we should watch the sequel to Rogue One.
And we do have a rule around here that, like, a lot of times we don't necessarily do things unless we get enough people asking for it. Mm-hmm. I mean, but some of those things doesn't always apply, like man. But whatever. But it's the kind of thing where this is one of those days where this job is super duper fun because everyone's just like, hey, like because Rogue One's been on Patreon for a while, and everyone on Patreon's like, you guys should do New Hope, like why not? And I'm like, don't you threaten me with a good time, YouTube! Don't you dare threaten me with a good time. All right, sure, I guess people, like, I look at it last year and I go, I guess people want us to watch Star Wars. Oh no! Oh no! It's a perfect movie.
I want to watch my childhood hero come up the Death Star again.
Man. Turn your stupid targeting computer on, you idiot. Oh, an old man ghost is telling you how to do it? No! Can't stop thinking about it.
We'll get there.
Here we go. Star Wars for the very first time.
The very first time.
After
watching Rogue One and watching Andor and watching Obi-Wan Kenobi and playing the Jedi Survivor games and watching the Clone Wars and watching
an entire lifetime of watching Star Wars.
The prequels.
Just knowing pretty much everyone.
Bad Batch.
The first time.
And Tales from the Underworld.
Also, hey, if you like this full edited reaction, want to watch our full unedited reaction from beginning to end, soup to nuts, all those burps and farts and uninteresting parts that we edit out, check out our link to our Patreon. It's all there. And also, if you join the Illuminati tier, you had this weeks ago. You get the movie reactions early. So click it or don't. I'm not your mom. Let's go. This is cool. Okay.
15 seconds. 15 seconds.
Yeah, man. Yeah!
You know what this is, Jay? This is just ubiquitously good Star Wars. This is no question about it. No one's angry about this. No. This is just good Star Wars.
Yeah, man. You know what? Star Wars is? It's a good vanilla. It's a gourmet vanilla ice cream.
One could say maybe French vanilla.
Right across the plate. I don't know if it's French vanilla. Don't bring the French into this. Come on.
Yeah, you're right. The French were on Gorman, and they're no longer with us.
But we will avenge them.
For Gorman, yeah.
Custodian of the stolen plans that can save her people and restore freedom to the galaxy. A lot of dorks in stupid hats died to get her those plans.
20 minutes after the battle at Scarif.
Yeah, dude.
Stupid hats.
God, they're the dumbest hats. It does beg the question why they didn't send Darth in first to be like, hey, it worked real good the first time. It was actually really cool. We wanted to get it on film this time. If you wouldn't mind, just, hey, get your phones out.
Seriously, man. No one had the thermal detonators? Like, as soon as that door blows, just...
It is fun to watch. These, like, early scenes with stormtroopers. Because you can really feel in their physicality the, like... I can't see in this thing!
Yeah.
What are we going to do? We'll be sent to the spice mines of Kessel or smashed into who knows what.
Where are those transmissions you intercepted? What have you done with those plans?
This is a consular ship. We're on a diplomatic mission.
That's bullshit. I just saw you hyperspace away from Scarif. It was 20 minutes ago.
No, but you know what? He held the line the whole time. Good for them. We salute you, dude. Way to be a bellhop, man.
Be the bellhop, yep.
Don't you call me a mindless philosopher, you overweight blob of grease. No. What are you talking about? I'm not getting in bed.
I think it's my favorite thing about Star Wars, at least the original one, is that, like, from a movie-making perspective, like, how many things that were just kind of, like, practical special effects at the time have become, like, a big deal? In that, like, I guarantee you they were like, hey, the gun also does something that's not a laser that will stun them. I don't know, what we could do, like a blue circle? I don't know. Is that different enough? That's about all we got. We got red lines and blue circles. And now it's all the Bad Batch uses.
Send a detachment down to retrieve them. See to it personally, Commander.
Comb the desert.
It's wild we never got any more Spaceballs, right?
We seem to be made to suffer. It's our lot in life.
How do they explain that he doesn't remember Tatooine?
I think there's a memory wipe.
Okay.
I think they mentioned it at the end of the third movie.
Everything is fine. Just keep moving. Are you more of a C-3PO guy or an R2-D2 guy?
You mean a personality or who I would want to be my buddy?
Yeah, I mean, you can answer both. Don't hurt my guy. I'm an R2-D2 guy all day,
Oh, yeah.
every day.
I'd much rather have R2 than...
I mean, we are R2 and C-3PO.
I know.
Does that hurt your feelings?
Yeah, can I have 3PO?
Yeah. R5-D4.
R5. Yeah, man. Don't worry, bud. Your time's coming.
Yeah, it's gonna be alright. And Wally's in this one. We got everybody. Gonky.
R2-D2,
I never noticed that droid. That droid is scary as all
Yeah, man. He's
get
got
out.
eyeballs looking right at us.
Ugh. You guys liking Star Wars? You guys having fun? These Jawas are pretty crazy, huh? Yeah, this is special edition.
Yeah. Yeah, those guys don't age. They didn't age well.
It also begs the question, where are those on the Star Destroyer? You know?
Oh, well,
If
maybe they
just-
landed at the closest port and then came out.
Okay. Or they just got a Star Destroyer full of lizards, which I think is a more fun mental picture, but
You think the Empire keeps lizards on their Star Destroyer?
they got enough space on there. Why can't they have lizards?
That's true.
Houdini. 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 Ugh, I've never liked that robot. That robot is about getting in something in a way that I don't find personally distasteful. Okay. How does moisture farming work?
Just, big fans that suck air in. And
So where...
where are the big fans?
Yeah.
Where are the big vents? It's a good question.
Tell your uncle if he gets a translator, be sure it speaks Bachi.
Doesn't look like we have much of a choice, but I'll remind him.
Yeah, man.
Some stupid farm boy. At home with two secret badasses.
Just the most secret. They took on an Inquisitor and held their own, man.
Yeah, man. Retired,
That was like 9 years ago.
retired gun runners.
Can you speak Bachi?
Of course I can, sir. It's like a second language to me. I'm as
All right,
fluent in-
shut up. I'll take Take these two over to the garage, will you? I want them cleaned up before dinner.
But I was going into Toshi Station to pick up some power converters.
Yeah!
What about that blue one? We'll take that one.
He really is in first-class condition. I've worked with him before.
Yeah, man.
Cool. Would you just shut up?
And he's got buzz saws. He's got butane torches. You
Got a
can,
thruster pack.
yeah, man. You can just cram a lightsaber in there and he'll shoot it out. He can do all sorts of stuff.
This guy's got a body count. Not as high
You
as
telling me
Chopper's,
that?
but, you know, it's high.
Hear a lot of carbon scoring here. Looks like you boys have seen a lot of action.
Dude, you don't even know.
Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope.
Who is she? She's beautiful.
Says that he's the property of Obi-Wan Kenobi,
And they
a
would know
resident
who.
of these...
You would think that if Obi-Wan Kenobi were going into hiding, he would change also the last name. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm Ben Kenobi. What? Like Obi-Wan Kenobi?
Like the brother of Obi-Wan Kenobi?
Yes. Like the Pope's brother.
All right, I'll be right there, Aunt Peru.
You better clack clack.
We've got guns hidden all throughout this house.
Yum yum. That blue milk.
Oh yeah.
I think that R2 unit we bought might have been stolen.
You don't say. By Jawas? No.
Oh.
No.
The upstanding businessman, the Jawas? Come on.
I thought he might have meant old Ben. Do you know what he's talking about?
Remember? No, Ben, the guy who was here about 9 years ago that gave me the little toy thing. Remember he said hello there. Remember that?
I've seen a bunch of dorks walking around with this huge face on their shirts.
Hello there.
Oh, and he can't stay here forever. Most of his friends have gone.
I'll make it up to him next.
But Baru, you know why he's here, right?
Luke's just not a farmer owner. He has too much of his
Yeah,
father.
and we're trying to keep him away from his father.
The aspect of the father in him is what we're trying to hide under a bushel basket.
I know it sucks. He's here for a really good reason.
Hey, have you seen Anakin's new threads? He's really scary. I understand we've been walking out of a... Sorry, every time I hear that sting, I cry. I can't help it. I understand that, like, we've had a lead up into this talking about hope, and rebellions are built on hope, and I understand that that's supposed to play into the concept of the New Hope. I am of the firm belief that the New Hope that this title refers to is Luke.
Yes.
He's nowhere in sight.
Blasted.
Pardon me, sir, but couldn't we go after him?
It's too dangerous with all the sand people.
What is that little droid down there? He looks rough.
He's just a little ball.
Kill me.
You know, that little droid is going to cause me a lot of trouble.
You have no fucking idea, dude. Yeah, one could say that. Yeah, that's
Have you seen Luke this morning?
He said he had some things to do before he started today, so he left early.
What is she making?
Just make a little space stew.
Well, he better have those units in the South Range repaired by midday, or there'll be hell to pay.
Yeah, maybe get one of the guns.
Yeah, man.
We'll have no more of this Obi-Wan Kenobi gibberish. You're fortunate he doesn't blast you into a million pieces right here.
No, it's all right.
Relax. I'm not going to blow him into a million pieces.
They're sand people, all right. I can see one of them now.
Oh, I see two of them. Oh, no! Oh, he cut that gun in half. Oh, never mind the reverse footage. All right, wow. I did not remember. They really juiced that for the special edition.
Really,
Holy crap.
Yeah, they really put some stank
Ooh.
on it.
Hello there.
Hello there.
Got it.
What brings you out this far?
Oh, this little droid. He claims to be the property of an Obi-Wan Kenobi. Is he a relative of yours? Do you know who he's talking about?
The time's come.
Now that's a name I've not heard in a long time.
About 9 years, I think.
Well, then the droid does belong to you.
Don't seem to remember ever owning a droid.
I mean, my best friend did. I mean, this one specifically, so.
Did we win?
You go on, Master Luke. There's no sense in you risking yourself on my account. I'm done for.
This one's always been a whiner. Just sit in the car.
You fought in the Clone Wars?
Yeah, man.
He feared you might follow old Obi-Wan on some damn fool idealistic crusade like your father did.
You don't even know, dude.
This is the weapon of a Jedi Knight. Not as clumsy or random as a blaster.
The moment my brain chemistry changed as a child.
Forever?
Forever.
For over 1,000 generations, the Jedi Knights were the guardians of peace before the Dark Times. Before the Empire.
How did my father die?
Well, have you heard of the High Ground?
He was a pupil of mine until he turned to evil. Vader was seduced by the dark side of the Force.
The Force?
You think it's seduced, you'd also say just tricked.
It's an energy field created by all living things. It surrounds us.
He shouldn't have done that.
Us, it binds the galaxy together.
Just an energy field that surrounds and binds us, everybody. An energy field.
I saw part of the message.
I seem to have found it.
I'm very good with a computer.
Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope.
Yeah, Obi-Wan. Remember, like, about 9 years ago, you kind of...
He's like,
saved my butt from the Inquisitors?
I gotta go save this girl again. Jeez. It's what I love about her. She's
spunky, man.
She's just like her dad. Always getting into trouble.
I can't get involved. I've got work to do.
That's your uncle talking.
Boy, my uncle.
To be fair, when we first saw this movie, we were like, yeah, my uncle sucks. He's always keep. He was given a very, very specific responsibility. He is just doing what he was told.
What you feel is right.
By this guy!
By this guy. And now he just doesn't want Luke to get involved. He's like, no, I'm attached. Luke, don't sacrifice yourself. I don't care what the plan is. You stay here, be safe.
The rebellion will continue to gain us support in the Imperial Senate.
The Imperial Senate will no longer be of any concern to us. I have just received word that the last remnants of the old Republic have been swept away.
Yeah. I don't think that went over well in Coruscant.
You know?
Fear will keep the local systems in line. Fear of this battle station.
It speaks to the power of a performance, and that I think the empire that we see in Andor and a lot of like stuff since that is very much built to emulate his performance as Grand Moff Tarkin. The like because like you see a lot of these other officers in this scene, and they're it's a little bit looser, whereas he's rigid and cold.
Don't try to frighten us with your sorcerer's ways, Lord Vader. Your sad devotion to that ancient religion has not helped you conjure up the stolen...
You were alive during the Clone Wars, dude. You know about the Jedi.
Dude, do you know how much lava I crawled out of? I will.
But here's the other thing. This scene in particular. The Senate was just dissolved, right? This whole movie takes place over the course of a couple days. The galaxy... dealing with that of the Senate being dissolved and like what? The facade is gone.
Yeah,
is ripe for a stories of how that act gets absorbed by the galactic public as a whole.
Things starting to unravel. Yeah,
the rebellion starting to pick up, and it's like, wait a second, they just dissolved the Senate. 2 days later, wait a second, there was a Death Star over Yavin? Like, A, what's the Yavin? B, what the hell's a Death Star? But, like, the story starts getting out there. Like, that's just...
Blast points, too accurate for sand people. Only Imperial stormtroopers are so precise.
Are they?
If they trace the robots here, they may have learned who they sold them to, and that would lead them back
home.
Oh, wait, Luke! It's too dangerous.
Yeah, for them. See, now knowing what we know now, like, there should be more bodies.
Oh, yeah, dude. There should be a lot of... yeah. There should be dead lizards. Like, there should be, like, a Gatling gun hanging out of the top of that building.
Yeah. Not just dead. Like, skeletons. Like...
As a kid, that scene always upset me.
Yeah.
It's really upsetting.
Yeah, because everything's kind of fine, and then all of a sudden, charred skeletons?
Yeah. It's a bit much.
And now, Your Highness,
can you see? You can sometimes see the crane. I don't know if in the special edition you can... Yeah, you can kind of see it in the background there. The crane
Just a little bit.
lowering that thing in there. In the old VHSs, you can really see it.
There's nothing for me here now. I want to learn the ways of the Force and become a Jedi like my father.
Well, we'll have to test your blood and see if...
I don't think so. I think he just kind of knows.
Yep, you're right, George. That was absolutely necessary. I will say this. I weirdly have an affinity for the special editions because it was the first time as a kid getting to see Star Wars in the theaters.
Sure, absolutely.
So from that perspective, I think it was a net positive.
Let me see your identification.
You don't need to see his identification.
We don't need to see his identification.
Hey, Star Wars, that was just proof. The first Jedi mind trick we see, there's only a tiny little hand wave, and then the rest of the lines, no hand wave. You don't have to hand wave every time.
The Force can have a strong influence on the weak-minded.
Yes, and it's absolutely a good guy power. It's not a bad guy power. Ah, the dulcet tones of jizz. That is canonically
the name of the music.
What this style of music is.
Hey, we don't serve their kind here.
What?
Your droids. They'll have to wait outside. We don't want
The bartender just got divorced from his droid wife, and it was messy. So
He doesn't like you. I don't like you either. You just watch yourself. I have the death sentence on 12 systems.
I'll be careful.
well, it was on 12, but then Jedha got nuked from orbit.
Now it's
so
11, yeah.
I guess it's 11.
Anybody else? Anybody else?
Chewbacca here, his first mate on a ship that might suit us.
It's always bothered me. The bar calms down so quickly after a man gets his whole ass arm chopped off.
Han Solo. I'm captain of the Millennium Falcon.
The coolest guy with the coolest ship. What's up?
You've never heard of the Millennium Falcon?
I believe I've been in the desert for 20 years. No, I haven't.
It's a ship that made the Kessel run in less than 12 parsecs.
Yeah. In a kind of underrated movie, in most people's opinions. I actually had a great time
It's
in that
not
flick.
as bad as you think it is.
No.
It's not great, but it's not terrible.
10,000, all in advance.
10,000?
That's a lot of rectangles.
We can pay you 2,000 now, plus 15 when we reach Alderaan.
17.
Hi. I was a carpenter 3 years ago.
Yeah.
What's up?
Yes, Greedo. As a matter of fact, I was just going to see your boss. Tell Jabba that I've got his money.
Which version is this?
Greedo's gonna shoot first. And miss. Yeah, I know. I don't like it either.
Yes, I bet you have.
McClunky.
It doesn't make any sense. He shouldn't have missed.
Yeah, it informs both characters in a way. It's like Greedo's a good bounty hunter. Like, he wouldn't miss like that.
I think it is time we demonstrated the full power of this station.
More than
Set
one
your course
reactor?
for Alderaan with
Yeah, all the reactors. All of them, sir? All of them.
You know how much Gorman juice we're running on? Get them all going. Let's go.
All right, give it to me. I'll take it. Look at this.
Oh, it's that same droid.
Came out, they just aren't in demand.
That is.
How have I never noticed that before? That makes it, I don't know. It's stuff like that that makes me feel like I'm in a simulation or something. And they're just sort of like adding things to, I've never seen, and I feel like I would have noticed that. I'm going to say it. I think this is a great addition.
Okay.
Been waiting for you.
Only because it was shot.
Yes, it was.
And he just couldn't do it before. This is the thesis statement for the special edition.
Look, Jabba, even I get bored sometimes. You think I had a choice?
You know what? Not too bad.
Jabba, you're a wonderful human being.
Bosca.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah.
Huh, I forgot.
Yeah, dude.
And he was there. Okay.
I think that's a fine addition. It's not superfluous.
It's not superfluous.
And it sets up Jabba.
Mm-hmm.
Like it sets that like what's riding over him the whole time in a way that I think is.
What a piece of junk.
I forgot that Luke had a poncho.
Well, it's a space poncho.
It's a space poncho.
It's a poncho.
Sure. Well, I guess I don't feel so bad for Cal having one in the first game. I didn't like this poncho.
I know, you really talk about it a lot. Every time that game gets brought up, you're like, that poncho.
I'd forgotten how much I hate space travel.
It's like the whole deal, man. It's just the best spaceship. It's just the best one. It's the best one.
Well, wait a second. What about Slave One? What about Luthen's ship?
Look,
you sang a song about Slave One.
I understand, but it's the Millennium Falcon, dude. It's like game respect game.
I recognized your foul stench when I was brought on board.
You don't know how hard I found it signing the order to terminate your life.
I had no problem killing 500 Gormans. I landed on them. Tarkin don't care.
Tarkin, he's just being, a silly boy.
I have chosen to test this station's destructive power on your home planet of Alderaan. A military target? Then name the system.
They're on Tatooine.
Tatooine. The lupus of Star Wars. It's never Tatooine.
Don't everybody thank me at once. Anyway, we should be at all around about 200 hours.
It's the only thing I don't believe is that he's not like, is that a lightsaber? Those are awesome. They're the coolest thing in all of fiction. They're the coolest. Sorry, I have all the other stuff, but lightsabers are dope.
Well, and also, like, Han is worldly enough to realize that, you guys are force sensitive? Oh, that's different.
Oh no.
Yeah.
What did I walk into?
Mm-hmm.
I suggest you try it again, Luke.
With the blast shield down, I can't even see.
This is how I play Marvel Rivals.
Oh.
Yeah.
With the force, huh?
Yeah.
You just search out with your feelings, huh?
Pretty much.
Taking your first step into a larger world.
You don't even know, dude. And depending on what universe you're in, dude, you don't even know. He does some radical shit in EU, dude.
Well, that's not canon anymore, so please never mention it again.
Too bad. I'm going to.
It's an Imperial fighter.
He's followed us.
Fighter that size couldn't get this deep into space on its own.
Look at him, he's heading for that small moon.
That's no moon.
I have a very bad feeling about this.
You don't even know, dude. 64 million Imperial soldiers aboard.
There's 64 million people on the Death Star?
You know, I can sometimes barely remember my own social security number, but I know for a fact that when the Death Star exploded, 64 million Imperial soldiers died.
Yeah, Chopper isn't gonna eclipse
Chopper
that.
is absolutely nowhere gonna get anywhere close to Luke, not even close. Or Lando, for that matter.
Wedge and Lando.
Okay, so they split it.
Get co-credit for.
They split it. And
you think they split it or just like they both get the same amount?
You know, that's a good question.
I think they would get the same amount.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, I think, you know what? Yeah, the party gets all the same amount of resources.
Mm-hmm.
That's good game. That's good game development right there.
There's no one on board, sir. According to the log, the crew abandoned ship right after takeoff.
I sense something. A presence I've not felt since...
I got my ass kicked last time about 9 years ago. We just saw that shot, bud. That was great.
Whew. That door closes so fast. Yeah, that data stick. Yeah, get in there. Ooh.
The tractor beam is coupled to the main reactor in 7 locations. A power loss at one of the terminals will allow the ship to leave.
Oh, I know exactly where that is.
The Force will be with you. Always.
Yeah, dude.
Princess Leia. I'm afraid she's scheduled to be terminated. She's rich.
Oh, well, that changes things. Why didn't you say so?
Rich, powerful. Listen, if you were to rescue her, the reward would be...
What?
Well, more wealth than you can imagine.
The only lot where this breaks down logically.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's rich on a planet that no longer exists.
Well, he doesn't know that.
That's fair.
Pardon me for asking, but what should R2 and I do if we're discovered here?
Oh.
Lock the door. And hope they don't have blasters.
Faint, fall backwards, and jettison one of your arms off. That's your. That's like your MO, right? He is a little short for a stormtrooper. She's not wrong.
Well, I mean, the last time he was sneaking around Imperial base, he had to smuggle out a 10-year-old child under his cloak.
Oh, yeah.
Not one of their finest moments.
Oh!
These guys are horrible shots.
All of them are. Except for Chewie. Chewie is absolutely...
He's hitting his shots.
Everything's under control. Situation normal.
What happened?
Had a slight weapons malfunction. We're all fine here now, thank you. How are you?
Oh, hey.
I'm Luke Skywalker. I'm here to rescue you. I got your R2 unit. I'm here with Ben Kenobi.
Was in the presence of my old master.
Surely he must be dead by now.
No, last time he kicked my butt, you guys told me to stop kind of following up on that. And I was a dude about it.
I must face him alone.
Get me all the high ground you can find. Bring it to me. That guy didn't even get hit by a laser. He just fell.
There isn't any other way out.
No, there's one way out. There's one way out, Luke.
Well, no, in this situation, there are two.
Came in here. Did you have a plan for getting out?
He's the brains, sweetheart.
No, I'm the brains. Congratulations, I'm the leader of the party now.
Yeah. Hey, guys, it will come to fruition even more so, but I am so much smarter than all of you combined. Well, except for Chewie. Chewie's actually pretty smart. Face first is pretty bold.
You forget it! I already tried it! It's magnetically sealed!
Put that thing away. You're going to get us all killed.
Why isn't all armor magnetically sealed?
That's a good question, Jay.
It's worse.
How did
that noise is too much.
Yeah, it's added.
That is too much because they're underwater. It shouldn't have been that.
How did Digondas get into the Death Star?
It's like how rats get into a ship, man. They just,
I guess
it happens. This is bad at fart sounds. Will he hit his head? Yeah, he did it!
There's only so much you can special edition out.
They're heading for the prison level. If you hurry, you might catch them. Follow me.
Watch your heads on the way out.
Can't see this thing!
Are you there, sir?
3PO?
We've had some problems.
Will you shut up and let me...
Dying, R2.
That's a really good line read, too.
Yes, it is.
There we go. The controls for the...
yeah, over a bottomless pit.
Over a bottomless
That's
pit
why they
with
had
no
64
railings.
million officers on the Death Star, because some of them kept falling off of all sorts of stuff. Because the Emperor really loves bottomless caverns inside of space
stations.
Yeah. which is ironic, all things considered.
Mm-hmm.
He died doing what he loved. Looking over big space station caverns.
Give me regular reports, please. Right?
Hey, so everything's fine on the bridge. We haven't even left the room yet. You don't have to report now. Oh, well, you said... Oh, okay. Hey, everything's fine. Yep, again, not even...
We're right above you. Stand by.
You hear nothing? You're braver than I thought.
Nice. Come on.
She's so spunky. They added more stormtroopers to that shot.
There's so many more stormtroopers.
It is not exactly clear why they split up, but...
Also, they were one floor away from the Millennium Falcon. Like, they were not that far.
Well, how do we get across? Well, I am a new adventurer, and every backpack comes with 50 feet of rope. So...
Oop, that's one. One for Leia.
Did they just cut that kiss?
No. She always kissed him on the cheek.
I don't know. It just happened so quickly. I feel like they kind of...
It is interesting seeing Alec Guinness hold the lightsaber. Because he's not holding it quite right.
Well, it was before we understood...
before we understood what it was.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, yeah. It makes sense. It's just like, oh,
It is hard to watch the prequels and watch some of the coolest fight choreography, like, ever. And then it's like...
Yeah. Well, you've seen the fan-made remix of this scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been waiting for you, Obi-Wan.
If you strike me down, I shall become more powerful than you can possibly imagine.
Yeah, I've been talking to Qui-Gon for 9 years, but you don't even know.
Yeah.
You don't even know.
He says hi, by the way.
You know, for the time, it's not terrible.
It's much more traditional fencing,
Yeah.
if anything. Especially, like, the approach.
Ben?
Yeah.
For the time, it was very good.
Yes.
Hold them off. Angle the deflector shields while I charge up the main guns.
Yeah, man. One of my favorite scenes of the whole movie. Yeehaw. Yeah, dude. Oh, it's all I want. It's just so cool. It's just the best.
Here they come.
Yep, all 4 of them.
Yeah, man. Yeah, they attacked during lunch. So like
yes.
everyone is like,
The squadron was at lunch. Yes.
Yeah.
Get fucked!
See, Luke's using a targeting computer, no problem.
So now, if we redid this scene now, we have more outside shots. The Falcon's spinning around, and like kind of, just the TIE fighter, from the TIE fighter's perspective. Yeah.
Call that easy.
They're tracking us. At least the information in R2 is still intact. I only hope that when the data's analyzed, a weakness can be found. It's not over yet.
Don't they already know there's a weakness?
She might not know.
Oh.
Clearly doesn't. Or she's keeping her, loose lips sink, spaceships.
What do you think? Do you think a princess and a guy like me?
No.
Okay, so now that we know the lengths they went to keep Yavin safe and the secret, contained, Leia said, "Oh, we're being tracked," and then they immediately fly back to Yavin.
It's too important. The plans. I just had that thought, but getting the plans to the Alliance is too important to not just go do.
They had to risk it for the biscuit instead of just waiting around and like...
We can figure out what... But also, they understand that they don't have to search for a weakness, really. They know there's one.
Mm-hmm.
They just need the plans to figure out how to do it. So if anything, this gets the Death Star to them where they can deal with it.
Mm-hmm.
So you'd like to destroy a Death Star.
By Galen Urso.
Greetings.
I'm Galen Urso. And this is my battle station.
An analysis of the plans provided by Princess Leia.
Enough people say Leia that I don't think that they knew how they wanted to say it.
Yeah, at the time.
Until like halfway through shooting.
That's impossible, even for a computer.
But it's not impossible. I used to bullseye womp rats in my T-16 back home. They're not much bigger than...
Can you stop being flippant during the meeting, please?
Well, Wedge just said it's impossible even for a computer.
I understand. A lot of people died to get us here, Luke. Can you just shut up and listen to the meeting,
Scarif was about 48 hours ago.
Hey, man, it's been a long weekend. Can you... Shh.
So, you got your reward and you're just leaving then?
That's right, yeah.
Come on. Why don't you take a look around? They could use a good pilot like you.
Dude, I got boxes full of rectangles, man. I'm getting out of here. It's that good skeleton crew cash. It's good.
Hey, Luke. May the Force be with you.
Well, no, you didn't mean it.
You can't say it like that, you jerk.
I only wish Ben were here.
Princess, you gotta stop kissing folks. Right? You've kissed everybody.
I don't believe it. Hey, how are you? How's it going? Hey, you coming up? I'll be right up there with you. And if I got stories to tell you...
You've seen the deleted scene where they actually go to Tashi and like you seen that?
Yes, once a while ago though. I don't really remember much about it.
It really fleshes this out in a way that I don't know why. I'm not sure why they cut it from the movie.
This R2 unit of yours seems a bit beat up. You want a new one?
Not on your life. That little droid and I have been through a lot together. You okay, R2?
Yeah, you don't even know. All right, well, my first time in an X-Wing, I'm sure this will go fine.
Yeah, no big deal. Yeah, man. Yeah. Look at those beautiful ships. Oh,
Yeah,
my
man.
sweet, sweet girls. Hello, birds. It's time to fly. Cool, I'll just be up here in this weird little tower.
How do I get down from here? Shut up, Carl!
Yeah. Have fun saving the galaxy, you guys. I'll just be, you know.
I do remember this shot being in the trailer for the special edition. Because when you have to go to the movies, it's like, hey, the special edition is like, hey, remember this scene? Well, yeah, now here it is. Like, oh god, there's more shots for the Starfight. Oh god, this is so cool.
We just met Jeb Porkins.
Okay.
Red 5. Yeah, man.
Yeah, Red 5, that seat's been empty for 50 hours.
No, just look at him, God, look at him.
Hold tight.
This is Zero BBY, by the way.
Oh, this is Zero BBY?
Yeah.
Did you know what Zero BBY stands for, Jay?
Yeah.
What does it stand for?
Big, beautiful.
I think it stands for the Battle of Yavin.
We're starting for the target shaft now. We're in position.
Okay.
I'm going to cut across the
Film historians. This is one of the greatest, I want to say, like, airplane fights, dog fights in cinema history.
Yeah.
What was it before this?
Oh, that's a good question.
Because this gives us Top Gun.
Yes.
Like, what, 10 years later? But, like...
Got a problem here. Eject. I can hold it. Pull up. No, I'm all right.
Oh, wait, I'm not all right. I'm not working now!
I'm on him, Luke.
Get him, Wedge!
Woo!
Thanks, Wedge.
We're starting our attack run.
Yeah, man, here comes the boom.
Does anyone know where the trench run idea came from? What was, like, Lucas's inspiration for it? Because this is one of the greatest things ever.
Yeah, dude. This is pod racing, baby. Let's go. Woo!
Desert Star will be in range in 5 minutes.
You know, it is showing our impending doom, but I'll be damned if the graphics person didn't nail it with this. Man.
I copy, Gold Leader. It came from behind.
He came from behind.
Luke, take red 2 and 3. Hold up here and wait for my signal to start your round.
And just keep downing every TIE fighter you see.
Yeah, man. They're going to send out another batch of 4.
Just hold them off for a few seconds.
Close up formation.
I mean, the formation's pretty close, sir.
Luke, at that speed, will you be able to pull out in time?
It's just like Beggar's Canyon back home.
Yeah, man. Get him. Let's go. Go get him, Spidey. Woo!
R2, that stabilizer's broken loose again. See if you can't lock it down.
What do you think I've been doing back here?
Spatulas and all sorts.
I'm hit. I can't stay with you. Get clear, Wet.
You can't do any more good back there.
Sorry.
Why don't they just like pull back, hit the brakes, and just waste them?
Hurry up, Luke. Wait!
Enjoy the time, Biggs.
What is he like chalking up the... I never understood what he was doing.
He's dialing it in.
Luke, you switched off your targeting computer. What's wrong?
Nothing. I'm all right.
In case you're wondering if shit rocks, this is just still as good as it ever was.
What?
What?
Yeah, man. I had that Yahoo as my text noise for a long time.
Galen Urso sends his regards.
Remember, the Force will be with you, always.
Yeah, man. This hit's just as good as ever did, man.
It's a little better now.
Yeah. Oh, our sweet boy. I will say,
You can repair him.
I never believed that he was gonna, like, every time he gets shot, I'm like, you get shot by like a spaceship laser? Like, there's no way. I mean, we'll get him back, but he won't be the same.
You have 3 medals, right? You have 3 medals, right? I mean, let's be honest. There should be 4. Like,
it's
Wedge,
just racism.
Wedge should also be getting one.
Yeah.
Any pilot that survived should be getting one right now. Also, I know it's not, but like, Mon should be there, right?
Yeah.
Mon Mothma should be on the. She should be the one giving them the medals.
Yeah. Yeah, but they have to give it to one person, like a couple of people. Like, there has to be like a symbol.
Sure, but also, you know, and Chewie as well. It is truly incredible that such a simple story of the timeless tale of the hero's journey and just this normal fantasy of farm boy is far more important than we think. It's pulled into an adventure and saves the princess from the evil castle, and that at its core is just so simple. And in the past almost 50 years, jeez, yeah, that we have added so many layers of detail to this very simple story that has made the simple story way more important.
Yeah. And I think it's just I mean, it's a simple story, but it's a testament to I think what really makes Star Wars hum is that it is a futuristic, or, you know, however, you know, it's a futuristic world that feels lived in. It's human. Whereas a lot of sci-fi at the time, like before this, was like, it was sterile. And like the future is like, you know, is all metal and it's just like futuristic and clean. Whereas this is like, no, like, even in the future, like, we're all still people, and there's still struggles, and there are still...
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I'm just getting kind of emotional because I'm realizing now that probably the next time I see this movie is when I'm showing the kiddo.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to be awesome.
Yeah, and it's going to make or break, because if he doesn't like it, he's out.
Yeah, we're going to have to start fresh if he doesn't like Star Wars.
He doesn't like Star Wars, yeah.
We're like, Picard said, get out. Get out.
You're living with Uncle Brian now, yeah.
You get out.
You're done, yep.
Yeah.
And I'm taking that name. Brian can rename you. Yeah. The name is reserved. Taking it back.
Yeah, man.
Papa, no.
He didn't like Star Wars.
Everyone will agree, Jay.
He said it was reductive. And I was like, that's not good. It's reductive.
He's the one that started it. He was the started it.
No, this is the reason. Kimberly! I'm gonna freak! I'm crashing out!
Never believe what your son said. My son? Yes, your son. No son of mine, or whatever, say something like this. I think if we need more Star Wars content, we could, but like we could pick up the story like right here. Like, yes. Oh God, we got to get off of Yavin. They know where we are.
Yeah, we gotta go.
And then we just, that's the starting point for the rebellion. And then, like, back in Coruscant, I was like, wait, what? This time period right now between the end of New Hope and the beginning of Return of the Jedi is like 2 years there of like, there could be some interesting stories of the rebellion. Like, oh God, and their empire just cranking it, trying to really
just cranking it,
really cranking it, trying to squash everything and losing control. Because, like Pendergrass said, like everything they do is they move the lines forward an inch. This moved the lines a mile, but like, even now there's going to be even more people rebelling.
Yeah,
because of this as news gets out. I love Star Wars. Jake, how would you rate the first time we've watched Star Wars: A New Hope?
This is getting 1 out of 1 bucket of medals they should have had. They should have been handing out medals. If there was enough time before that medal ceremony to completely rebuild R2, there was enough time to make more medals.
That's true, yeah.
Just go out into space. There's a lot of metal floating around there. You know what I'm saying?
There's a lot of metal.
Yeah.
Those medals should have been made from the remains of the Death Star.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
the 64 million souls Lucas extinguished. Righteous vengeance for Gorman.
For Gorman, indeed. Get bonked, Death Star.
For Jedi! How'd you guys rate this movie? Let us know in the comments below, and we'll see you real soon. Bye.